What do you look like after you've watched 125 channels in a row for over a week? You look like this.
Hey everybody, welcome back to B&G Games and Videos and our 200th episode! I'm B. G's not here right now, but you'll see him a little bit later on. For our 200th episode, I decided to, instead of talk about ourselves or make it about a Q&A or something like that, I wanted to highlight a personal journey that I had recently where I sat down and tried, and actually did accomplish, watching over 100 different channels from the Watch Us Game community that I am a part of. I watched at least one video from every one of their channels over the course of about a week. It came out to about, somewhere between an average of 11 videos to about 15 to 20 videos a day, depending on how much time I had. And I just wanted to take a moment to actually talk about this community and talk about this wonderful group of channels that I have had the honor of being networked with. So what happened? Basically, I don't know, we started this community called Watch Us Game a while back, which is not a vid sharing community by any way stretch of the imagination. It is more of a networking community for content creators to get together, sort of, family it up a little bit and help each other out, provide some experience through just general question and answers back and forth with each other, and sometimes it's just, hey, how's everybody's day kind of thing. About 2 weeks ago, I decided, wow, there's over 100 and some members in our community, and I've watched maybe about 25 of them. And I decided, you know what, let me start by actually going through all the channels in the community. And it was fantastic. It was a fantastic experience. I learned a lot. I learned probably more about content creating through watching all these different types of channels than I have in the 9 months that I have been content creating for my own. We're talking about a wide range here. We're talking about channels with, just a handful of subscribers to channels up to about 6,000 plus subscribers, all getting together, all sharing their ideas together. And in doing so, what I found was the content creators that had a very large sub count and had a lot of experience, they had a strong sense of who they were, what the personalities were. They were well established, and they had some great experience to bring to the table. Whereas the channels that didn't have as much and were just starting out, they had a lot of great new ideas and a lot of energy to bring to the table. I got to watch a lot of different playthroughs everywhere, everything from Call of Duty to GTA 5 to Destiny to vlogs, or vlogs, whatever you want to call them, to Dying Light, that's a big one these days, to Telltale games being played, to strange indie games that nobody's ever heard of. Just a beautiful, beautiful smattering of a bunch of different personalities, bunch of different voices, bunch of different senses of humor. And if you haven't had a chance, my biggest piece of advice to you is get out there, start watching a lot. If you really want to improve your content, the best way to do it is to watch a bunch of other content. For me, I'm very lucky in the sense that I'm part of a community where I've got 100 people where I can pick up and watch anytime I want. As part of this celebration for this 200th episode, you've already started noticing it, I've started putting all the Watch Us Game member links annotated throughout this episode, so you'll see them pop up as I'm talking here. One other thing I wanted to bring out is that this wonderful thing that this community has fostered is a sense of collaboration. There was a lot of collaborating going on to begin with prior to the community amongst a lot of the channels. But since the community began, one of the things I noticed on a lot of the channels was collaborations with channels probably who hadn't collaborated before, or in some cases maybe hadn't even talked to each other before. I was just part of a collaboration last night for Will Boski, playing a double action boogaloo with a bunch of different channels that I had never gotten a chance to speak to before. I watched their stuff and I've commented and so forth, but I actually got to interact with them for the first time, which was such a great thing. It was really exciting. So that was another thing that I picked up, was that there's a large sense of collaboration going on, and that's another great way to improve your content, is by working with other people and getting a sense of how they operate and checking out chemistry and personality types and so forth. I guess my biggest takeaway from watching 100 and some different channels over a week is there's a great community out there, folks. And if you just take your time and do a little exploring, you're going to find some wonderful content out here on YouTube. And so, from the bottom of my heart out to everybody in the Watch This Game community, as well as every one of you who happen to be just stumbling across this 200th episode video, thank you. If you've contributed anything to YouTube, thank you. I enjoy watching each and every one of you, and I can't wait to watch more. So that wraps up my little vlog part of our 200th episode. Now, what you probably really came to watch, all the outtakes of G from the past couple of months. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching B&G Games and Videos. It really means a lot to us. Thank you.
Pachyderm. Just sounds like something you'd wanna you want to be a part of. It's like a team player. I'm gonna be a pachyderm. You know.
Okay.
Or you can have like a pack of derms.
Yeah, pack
You
of
know what a
derms.
derm is?
Yeah. No.
A derm.
Skin, isn't it?
No, a derm is a tiny. It's like a mouse, but it's got ears that are half the size of its body,
Okay.
and it spits fire. That's a derm.
A derm. A pack of derms.
They live with Laura Dern. She has an entire field full of them.
They're picking fruit from
It's
from a giant thermometer penis.
I've had converse with the queen
when?
last week. I met her in a VW microbus down by the Thames, and I brought my fresh harvested marmalade. I got a marmalade cat and I just squeeze it.
Oh.
That's how you get marmalade in America.
That does no.
She loved it.
No.
The queen loved it.
I'm sure.
I'm like, hey, queen mom,
All right.
snipe me. And she did. I'm Sir G now.
BDSM is perfectly mainstream now. Thank you. Second down and 12. Captain Planet going back to pass. Looks up and he's defending right on his ass.
And he's down.
He's been sacked as being brutally raped by a big ball of sludge.
But everyone thought I was Hagrid. Yeah, which was nice because, you know, the women, they love the Hagrid. But I'm not big. So they try to jump on my back and give piggyback rides, Hagrid rides. Didn't work too well. My knees just buckled. One time I worked at Subway and I was a sandwich artist. Only I was more of like an abstract artist, so people didn't really like my sandwiches because I'd throw a couple tomatoes over there and they asked for mayo, so I just spit on it. You know, I'd throw my personal pizzazz into it. They didn't like it. They wanted straight, realist art, and I said, hey, you have no imagination and no taste buds. And then they fired me. A couple lawsuits happened. Invest salad in U.S. butt plugs. We can end the war on butt flatulence. I took one of those carbonation machines, and I just shoved it up my butt, and it got through the intestines, and now I've got like stomach fresca, or stomach.
So you're in a constant state of indigestion, essentially.
I was before, now it's just hell. Have you ever heard of Shirley Temple?
I've heard of Shirley Temple, yes.
Yeah, it's grenadine,
Yeah.
Sprite,
Yeah.
and human tears.
And human tears. Oh.
You know what you should live though?
Where?
New Jersey. It's the armpit of America.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to live as a hermit in New Jersey.
No, it's not that bad. All you have to do is like go into Newark and like find some abandoned buildings and just chill there.
I would say Detroit because Detroit's what, 75%
No, then
not populated?
But then the packs of roving wild dogs will get you. Oh, and if you do real smart, you could use one of those little breaker things as a butt plug.
Yes, you could. Just don't put a
Multi-pack.
penny in it. Don't put a penny in it.
Too late, I already did.
Uh-oh.
And there was a horrible cheese accident. It got too hot. It got too hot and melted all over little Jimmy. Little Jimmy was encased in provolone and now he's gone. He died. I found out the hard way that the state of Ohio does not allow you to take your driver's license pictures shirtless or wearing a luchador's mask. I wore two of those, so they told me to take it off, and I took it off as I was taking the picture, but I had another mask underneath it. The joke was on them, but then they made me take that one off too, and now it's just my face. And I got a job at Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike was a dick. Jersey Mike was a dick.
What about sushi? People
I don't
eat
trust.
sushi.
I don't trust it unless it's wrapped in bacon.
There we go.
Bacon sushi I can get behind, but otherwise not. Seaweed? You're not supposed to eat seaweed. Seaweed stuff that you like put on your face for a facial.
Okay.
And,
Yes.
and rice is a terrible food. It takes up too much space, and it doesn't taste like anything. And I got a job at Quiznos. It was the best job ever, because they're toasted. And by toasted, I mean everyone gets freaking lit every day, all the time. In the back, just chiefing away on big old spliffs of oregano. I'm gonna get the poops.